Hey, if you're interested in starting a clothing brand, you may be wondering, how much money do you need to really start? Well, in this From the Ground Up Nothing to Something challenge, we're bringing in 3 entrepreneurs who are going to be given a budget from $10, $50, and $200. And the catch is, they don't know what budget they have until it's revealed to them, and they'll have exactly 7 days to turn their designs around and present it to a panel of judges who are going to be in-house as well as people watching, which includes you. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notification bells to be alerted of future videos that are going to be dropping on this series. Because on this channel, our mission is to build brands that impact the world from the ground up. So without any further ado, let's jump into the tips and tricks that you're about to learn from these guys.
Is it $10, $50, or $200? Let's check it out. Uh-oh. I think they messed up. They gave me that $200. Get it.
Okay. 10, 50, 200. 50!
Money. How much is it? I don't know. Change? Hey, okay.
Now that our contestants have gotten their budgets, let's see how they plan on sourcing their garments for this Nothing to Something challenge.
So when I got the $200 budget, I instantly thought, like, damn, they up. Like, okay, with $200, I can do a lot. Sky's the limit for me. Highlighting Oxamite Kingdom was important because it's educating African Americans in America that African history is truly Black history. Why I chose the product and design that I chose is, number one, I had an experience with blank suppliers and also the sublimation manufacturing of the shorts. I like trusted sources, and then Bella Canvas and Lane 7 are, again, brands that I've used for different reasons. So Lane 7, I really love like their sweaters and their vintage wear, and then I feel like Bella Canvas just has the perfect t-shirt. And that's kind of why I chose those products specifically, and then I chose a company that I knew carried those products as well. It's Black History Month, and so I wanted to market it for my community, for my audience, and then target a holiday or target something that's bigger so that it can have more reach. So I did a Black History Month inspired design. And then again, the messaging is going to be super important to the niche that I represent. So I do have a nonprofit for the people of Tigray, where we're able to help and support the needs of those people, whether it's in Tigray or people outside of Tigray. You know, restoration of schooling and school materials, also helping with buying medical supplies and other things that they may need.
I had a $10 budget. I low-key thought it was perfect for me. I started thinking, and I knew there would be good dumpster diving. I knew Goodwill had sales on Saturdays, and I knew there's a dollar store that carries tons of stuff, and I could find something that would work. So I wasn't really concerned. As far as inspiration goes, kind of was drawing a blank. I knew I wanted to do pop art of some sort. I've done pop art shirts in the past. I didn't want to just do like Marilyn Monroe, like how most people will do like a pop art thing. It's a really common design. So I found a picture of John Santos, our one and only Johnny. It was a screenshot from the music video he did. He's got a t-shirt on his head and these like circular sunglasses and stuff. And it just like hit me right there. I was like, you know what? I could turn this into some sort of like an abstract tricolor stencil and like make this thing go crazy. Took a screenshot of the photo, put it into Photoshop, and just started tracing away, separating, you know, what different colors I wanted, what I wanted the shadows to be, and tried to break it down into like as minimal layers as possible, but I still wanted it to look like an actual face and not just a blob.
They could even get me off.
I had $50, so whatever we were working on, like at the time, is what we used. So we used a Lane 7 hoodie, we printed what we had, and we were getting ready for Valentine's Day release hoodie. When I got $50, I was like, I can manage it. You don't honestly need the $50 because usually we just do mock-ups on like Adobe Illustrator. And then once we're done doing the artwork, we put it on a mock-up so we know what it looks like on the hoodie. We just do pre-orders, see how that goes, because then you don't want to have your inventory like super like loaded on your shelves, because then what if they don't sell? They're just going to be sitting there. Then you just lost out on money. We're getting serious now.
You're gonna do great.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited to see it.
Oh my gosh, bye, babe.
Okay, love you.
Love you, bye. Like Claudia and I, we don't really like sit down and like plan like what design's gonna come out next. It's pretty much like we'll be sitting in the car and we're like having a conversation, and then something comes up and we're like, hey, that's a great idea. Maybe we should put it on a shirt or something. So this design, You Are Love, means to me because Claudia actually says it to me, my partner. We've been together for 7 years, and she always says this to me. So I'm thinking like people are going through a hard time maybe through their life, I don't know, maybe relationships, family-wise. You're going through an obstacle. So every time she said this to me, I wanted to remind everybody else that you are loved as well. And then like wearing a hoodie, it means more. It lasts longer. It's hugging me. I would get my clothes printed from other companies, and I was just thinking like, hey, why don't I just cut that middleman, because I'm already spending a lot of money on the garments. If I cut that middleman, I can like learn how to print, I can cut the cost down, and I can see the quality that my prints are coming out of. Yeah, so Illustrator is our main tool. And then after that, we have to make it print ready. So that would be just taking this artwork right here and making it screen print ready. What I mean by screen print ready is that I size it in Illustrator because I want this design on the front left chest, which I label it. And then I put these registration marks right in the middle so I know where my center line is. So when we go to print, that it's right there on that left chest part. So I think it's a 3x3 is on the front. And then on the back and center, and you have your registration marks. And that's how I send it to get my screens burned. I put these two designs onto one screen to keep my costs low. It's hugging me.
I didn't necessarily know what kind of blanks I was gonna get for the right price point. Most blanks start off well above $10, so that's already no budget left. So I had to get creative. I wasn't necessarily sure what I was gonna find checking dumpsters out or at Goodwill. Goodwill, I ended up finding a blank I liked, but after I slept on it for a while, the big logo that was on the breast, I wasn't really doing it for me. So thankfully, we went dumpster diving. Here in Las Vegas, there's a lot of apparel manufacturing companies. All these units either do clothing manufacturing, clothing design, something like that. And that gave me a good idea to find materials that are within my budget, but also still of quality, and that's dumpster. So the cool part is, I don't even have to jump in for this one. They made a 80th birthday. Happy 80th birthday to her. Thank you for the scrap paper. Oh, I'm seeing Sublimation scrap. This is all like brand new stuff too. It's not even dirty. There's no crap on it. Let's take a better look here. Lots of paper. That could be useful. More paper. Got water bottles. This is a good chunk here. Oh geez, this stuff is stretchy. We're gonna set that aside. I hope nobody catches me. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this. What's this? Oh, here. This is, what's up, man? Shooting a YouTube video. No, you're good. This is actually, dude, this is cool. Boop, that bag. I'm telling you, the dumpster diving in Vegas is crazy. This is literally a bag of t-shirts. What? These are t-shirts, bro. A whole stack, brand new. These aren't even wrinkled, or I mean, they're a little wrinkled, but like, these gotta be like, didn't pass quality inspection or something. Dude, what else we got? We got yellow, we got some orange, some black, and then a little tie-dye something going on in there. We're gonna, yeah, this is definitely, and I'm keeping this still. Oh, we're in there. And guys, just, if you do this, just put everything back. Don't be a jerk. I found a whole bag of just like brand new. I think they didn't pass quality control at one of the factories around here. So it made it into the recycling, and I was fortunate enough to come up on some of that.
Now each budget had its own set of challenges, and now that our contestants have thought about their audience and approach to stay on budget, let's jump into the product design stage.
Now this is a quick drawing just to give people the idea
of what I'm trying to accomplish, understanding that, you know, we came from kings and queens versus us coming from slavery. Depicting that, but also have certain things that attach to the cultural aspect of it and then who my core audience is, right? I was able to draw this. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm not the best drawer. It's actually, you know, something I really whipped up real quick, but this is more of like the concept and the idea. We come from more than just what they try to educate us on news and TV and, you know, different forms of propaganda. This is something that's going to be super important as well to myself. I do not have a lot of time allotted for this project. I reached out to my print-on-demand company to see if I can leverage their graphic designer. Obviously, it's gonna come at a premium, but for me, it would be strategic to have the print-on-demand graphic designer to create this, and then they can also in-house create the product and manufacture it. Something that is super important, as we all know as entrepreneurs, is building relationships and networking. So once you find a screen printer, once you find a print-on-demand company, a sublimation manufacturer, make sure you hone in on that relationship with them, because that's going to be super important. Hopefully it'll help you out, and then I can be able to accomplish this task and win the contest. Gang, gang. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about these shorts. It's my first time ever sublimating some shorts, so I'm really interested in seeing the fit, the cut, the style. Hopefully the pattern really came out the way I want it to come out. That's gonna be something super important to me. Man, just got here to Genre Sports. I'm so excited to take a look at these shorts. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, Jeff.
Hey, Robbie.
What's up, man? I'm here. How are you, man?
Good seeing you, man.
Yes, man, I'm excited to see these shorts. I see them right there.
Yep, well, here we go.
Hey. These are...
I like how they turned out. It's kind of a new short that we're doing. I know they're really trendy right now. And,
yes.
It's the mesh, see-through mesh, and it's lined.
This is crazy. Look at the detail.
Shorter inseam, of course.
Yes.
It seems
yes.
like that's what everyone wants.
Man, it's crazy how back in the day when I was growing up, we would literally get crucified for wearing shorts this short.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So no, this is amazing, man. It looks like you guys took a lot of time on the inseams and stuff. This is perfect. This is better than what I imagined. I love it.
Now, each of our contestants have selected a method of printing that is really within their reach. For Cody, this meant taking a DIY approach, really getting his hands dirty. For Agazi, he was better connected with suppliers in his community. And Melissa, she has a setup out of her garage. It's important to note right now that regardless of where you are, how much money you have, or how much money you don't have, you make the most of it and you get creative, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty.
About to take a look at how these shirts came out. I'm really excited. What's up, Jay?
Hey, boss, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in.
Hey,
Hey,
you got your shirt.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see this. First thing I want to talk about, I love that you guys carry Bella Canvas.
Premium shirts for sure.
This is amazing. Beth, you did your thing on this. This wasn't even my idea. Beth, can you talk about this?
I went ahead and I thought about some of your mission and everything. And I looked at the flag and I'm like, oh yeah, this is super simple. I could definitely integrate that into it. I wanted to highlight like big, bold Black history because it is really important to learn about history, not only from my own avenue, but from other people's avenues.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
obviously like history is currently written mostly by white people.
Yeah.
But we need to be able to understand and learn.
Which is really important.
Teach
Which
and
the
educate.
statement, the statement alone is really powerful. So African history is Black history. So I love the vintage look, and this is giving me life, man. This is.
That's crazy.
Beth.
That's crazy.
You literally made this look like a freaking painting.
It came out really nice.
So,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you, it came out really nice. So what we're gonna go ahead and do to support Agazi, our boy, is go ahead and give you guys an additional 10% off on your first purchase, and use code FTGU on checkout to get that 10% off on your order.
Not only was I able to meet this budget that I was talking about, and I still got extra money. I have a little bit more money. Please come to Golden. They were able to hook me up with a graphic designer that was able to bring my ideas to life. So I can't thank you guys more than this. You know,
Perfect.
thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Beth.
When we package our hoodies, or this one at least, we put it as like a bouquet of flowers, because you know, people feel good when they get like bouquet of flowers or like chocolate or like even presents on Christmas or like Amazon packages. So it's pretty much like the feeling that you get when you receive something. And I use Shopify to put all my mock-ups on there. And then you put your color, pink or red, and then your size. And then you put how much it is. And put how many quantity you have of each. And then you upload it. You Are Love Valentine's hoodie release. There's the sticker. And then there's the hoodie. Shopify is cool because you can edit the homepage to however your brand is like. And then you can see how many orders that you have coming right here. And all you have to do is print your packing slip, ship it, and that's it. Honestly, it's super easy. I recommend Shopify. And when we package them, we put these cards that have our website on there. And then on the back, we put collect 10 notes, get a free hat or shirt so our customers could return. And then right here, we put up our post-it notes where we handwrite all of our notes. The difficulty about this challenge was balancing work, life, and the brand. So usually on my day, I go to CrossFit in the morning, and then after that, when I get home, I work on my brand and I screen print, get all of that done, and then I want to say about 4 o'clock, I start getting ready to go serve tables at Cheesecake Factory at Caesar's Palace. So pretty much like balancing that, because by the time I get out of Cheesecake Factory, it's probably like 1 a.m. and I'm already exhausted. But like in my mind, I'm like, I gotta do this for Obstacle, I gotta do this, I gotta print for somebody else, I have this competition that I gotta do. Also, it's just everything. Like, I just need to write everything down and be organized, honestly, because basketball, hockey, the challenge, filming, printing for our clothing brand, printing for other clothing brands, attending to my girlfriend, attending to my house, like it's a lot.
I had no doubt that I would be able to accomplish this. I knew I was gonna end up with something. I wasn't exactly sure what it was gonna be or how it was gonna be done, but I knew I was gonna make some fire. I knew y'all gotta compete.
With the deadline rapidly approaching, the entrepreneurs in this challenge had to balance work, life, business in order to make this possible. And chances are, if you're watching, you're also juggling everything as well. And if you're planning with your business and your life separately, you're really dropping the ball here. And that's the reason why we created the From the Ground Up Planner, which helps you connect your life and your business in order to achieve the goals that you have envisioned. So if you guys are interested in getting started, make sure you check out the website link right down below. And now, let's jump back into the competition.
I think my game plan with this, definitely crew neck. We're gonna use the crew neck. We're going to do something with this. It's gonna be pocket something. I'm really nervous because I only have one of these. If I would have picked the yellow shirt, I could have had like a practice run on clothing. So yeah, I definitely think my game plan here is to put my design smack dab right here. That's like everything in this tie-dye design comes together in this circle right here. So what I'll have to do here is take my stencils that are on computer paper and transfer them to the scrap paper we found in the dumpster. The scrap paper from the dumpster is like thicker. It's like a cardstock almost material. So that will make sure that nothing bleeds through and we're not getting like unwanted like paint on our fabric. So that was like a really cool come up that saved me like about $1 or $2. But hey, we got a $10 budget. So that's like 10% of $1 is 10% of our budget. So like everything matters here. I'm gonna either color in or put an X on the areas that get removed from the stencil so I don't get any of them confused and everything turns out the way it's supposed to turn out. And then once we have our cardstock stencils, we lay them down on here one at a time, going from the lightest color to the darkest, because putting light paint over top of dark paint doesn't always work out so well, but you can always take dark paint, put it over top of lighter paint, and you'll be able to see everything will be clear. So we'll go with our lighter colors first, move to our darker colors, and hopefully it doesn't take too long.
Many hours later.
The final layer, finally. Okay guys, as you can see, I moved the light a little bit closer, holding it up just to get the heat really on there, and it actually helped dry it out pretty quickly.
With the clock ticking, it's time that our contestants reveal the final product to you. Now, we'll be asking you to vote on your favorite in an upcoming poll in the community tab, so make sure you subscribe and you turn on those post notification bells to be alerted of the next video on this series. Especially if you're a brand owner, as we'll be expanding this competition and we'll be giving out some major prizes to our future winners. You can enter too, if you're subscribed with the post notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on the news. Now let's jump into the judges round with our in-house team.
All right, so I got $50 and I want to explain my clothing brand. So Optical Illusion, I started in 2014. It's when I was coming out to my parents as a lesbian woman. I grew up in a Catholic family, so I went to Catholic schools and private schools, and I didn't think that coming out to my parents was accepting of them, especially being Filipino. So that's when I called my clothing brand Optical Illusion. So with the $50, I decided to do a design of You Are Loved. Since Valentine's Day is coming in February, we wanted to focus on that holiday and market to people that are in a relationship, not in a relationship, or people that just need to be loved and accepted. So we put a heart, because there's a Valentine's Day heart candies that's very familiar to everybody, so that's what we did. And then on the back, we did a year, like the Rent song, like a year, so many minutes and hours and seconds in a year. So we just wanted to put positive reminders on our clothing brand to remind everybody that we are loved. Yeah.
That's
and
awesome. That's
sorry,
amazing.
so in the packaging with the $50, we just did a sample. So we didn't do we didn't get like a bunch of items and then printed and then sold it. We just did a sample. We did mock-ups on Illustrator, and then I did this sample so I can take a picture and post it on Instagram. So since Valentine's, we get flowers, I put our hoodie in a bouquet of flowers. So the ribbon I got from Michael's was probably like $3. This right here, this plastic part, my neighbor used to work for the newspaper company, so he just provided that for us. The stickers we already had, that's a couple cents. And then with every order, we put a thank you and a handwritten note. So I want to say we spent only $20. Yeah.
Wow.
Insane.
Yeah,
That's
$20.
Well done.
Yeah. And here,
Can we open it up?
open it up. We wanted to give that experience of opening a bouquet of flowers.
Cool. That's so cool. I love the detail of having a postcard and this is probably where you write the handwritten
Yeah.
note. That's so cool.
Open it up.
And it says collect 10 notes and you get a free hat or a shirt.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
And you have a shirt here.
It's almost
that
like-
You Are Loved on it, right there. The packaging is clean too.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done.
I love like this promotes like loyalty, so like people can continue buying.
Continue to come back, yep.
It's like a little punch card basically.
It is,
Almost.
yeah.
How about the time frame of work and working on this project? Was it balanced? Did you find it was what was the experience like for you? Hard? How was it?
It was a little difficult because I have to balance life, work, printing for other companies, printing for ourselves. You have to do filming, marketing. It's just really a lot. Like I think for our business this year, we wanted to focus on getting organized. Like honestly, because I be going in different ways. Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
When you say work, do you have like some separate
Yeah.
income besides your brand?
Right. So I am a server at Cheesecake Factory. So then I'll print and do my brand in the morning, and then at nighttime I will serve tables at the Cheesecake Factory, everybody's favorite bread.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many hours would you say like per day do you work like total, like including your job that you're going to and then your brand?
Oh man. Okay, so I want to say 6 to 7 hours at Cheesecake Factory, and then for the brand, it's 24/7. But I don't mind doing it. Like I love to do it. I learned you don't need a lot of money to put a design or a clothing brand out. Use your resources, your community, and the people that are around you, and make time. You can always make time. Like honestly, it's do you want to make time? So that's what I think. And stay positive.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, stay positive.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think
All right.
Hello, Ghazi.
Hello, Ghazi.
How are you guys?
Good.
How are you?
Great, great. So my name is Ghazi. I'm the founder of TYLV Clothing, nonprofit. Our mission is to invoke creativity and educate our community on entrepreneurship. And basically what we do is we fundraise money to help people in need in Tigray, people in need in other places that come from Tigray. And so basically right now there's a couple of things that are occurring in northern Ethiopia where Tigray is located. So there's a genocide happening. So basically everything that we promote is awareness to the area of Tigray, and then also basically what we do is we fundraise in a way to help people back home. So what I did for this competition was I first looked at my target audience and I took more of a business approach with it, and then also kind of positioning it according to what would be happening right now. So right now is January, so I wanted to focus on Black History Month and the marketing of Black History Month, which connects to Tigray. So Tigray is home to the third most known civilization, which is the Aksumite Kingdom. And basically it's just educating that Black history is African history and connecting the dots of that our history doesn't start with slavery. We come from kings and queens, and then really putting that message out there. Hopefully that will impact future generations on understanding that they can reach as high as they want versus just being limited to the mindset that we came from the bottom, so we have to start from the bottom. So definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, so basically I can go over a little bit of the designs just so you guys can kind of have a little bit of background knowledge and explain why I chose what I chose. So I did this design on a vintage shirt to kind of complement the design of Aksumite Kingdom. Aksumite Kingdom is a vintage history, historian type of vibe, so I wanted to match it with something that's a little bit more rugged and a little bit older. With this, I actually conceptualized the idea. I didn't do the graphic design, but I wanted it to kind of resemble more of like a painting, something that is that you can see in churches and things that is like Leonardo da Vinci or whatever the painter's name is, whatever their Leonardo, whoever this guy is. I wanted it to look like that. So you see how everybody's laughing? I also do stand-up comedy on the side. Okay, remember that. The next project that I did was the shorts, and the reason why I did this pattern on the shorts, it's an African print that is not only in the region of Tigray, but it derives from Tigray. It's in all of East Africa, where Somalis wear it, Eritreans wear it, Sudanese wear it. They wear it in so many different forms. Some of them wear it as like skirts, males wear it, so on and so forth, but we also wear it just as a scarf in different ways. So just for us, this embodies our strength and our struggle. So kind of modernizing it, what I normally do is I do a lot of cultural wear mixed in with Western culture, so trying to create more of a fashion trend to it. So these are really trending right now, you know, the little booty shorts that all the guys are wearing. So that's really something that I wanted to do, and it has pockets. It has a back pocket. Look, shut up.
I love the butt pocket.
Shut up. Last but not least is the African history is Black history. The message alone is super powerful to me, but the reason why I like this shirt a lot is because I allowed the graphic designer to put a little bit more of their creativity within the overall aesthetics of the design, which was the coloring. A lot of our focus in TYLV clothing is very Tigray this, Tigray that. This is a shirt that we wanted to kind of expand outside of the echo chamber, and so the reason why I love this so much was she put the hint of the Tigray flag in it, where it doesn't have to say Tigray, but if people do research it, they'll understand where it's coming from. And you know, a lot of the history and facts from Africa come from this small region, which is located in Tigray. So as we all know, we all come from Africa, and then when you really look in and do the research, it derives from Tigray. So definitely something I wanted to educate. And yeah, I mean, I had $200 to do this project. It's a lot of money, a whole lot of money. So instead of doing one item, I was like, I might as well do a collection. I'm a big believer of collections and capsules, because then, you know, It's called storytelling when you piece things together and then you can actually make an entire outfit. And then for me, if you're marketing something, it's always about the end result, which is money. Messaging equals money, right? So if your messaging is right, now you have the marketing. Now I can sell 3 items versus selling 1 item, and then these items all go along with each other in some type of sort of way. I did have to source for a graphic designer, which normally I do my own graphic designs, but because I want to take more of a business approach, I looked at what was more important, like the aspect building the collection and creating the messaging and creating the marketing, or should I spend more time on doing the graphic design? So when I weighed it out, I felt like sourcing the graphic designer and giving them that content was more of a strategic move. So I did pay them $80, which I could have saved, but then I would have spent it on time. So for me, time is money. So $80 for the graphic designer. So in all, I think I spent $170, and so I had $30 left to really go ham on.
So 200 was a really big budget that you had. So what if somebody had 100? You built out a whole collection. Do you feel like it's realistic for somebody to have maybe not the full 3 pieces, but a shirt and a pair of shorts as well with less?
Yes, that's a good question, Christy. Yeah, most definitely. I honestly think you need no money, but minimum for 1 shirt, you need $30. I'm a big believer that we go to bigger brands like Nike, Vans, and Macy's or whatever, and we're willing to go pay $30 for a shirt of theirs instead of focusing on what about using that $30 for a shirt of mine, and then now you're the one promoting it. And minimum, all you need is 1 shirt to sell 1 shirt, right? And so I went with for these shirts, Golden Manufacturing, who I went with on other projects, and I feel like print on demand is really the best way to go when it comes to starting a clothing brand with no money, and then that's if you have strong marketing. You can obviously wear it, and if you have leverage and pull, but you don't even need that.
For somebody that doesn't have a website, I know you said that you guys are mostly selling on social media, and you're gonna launch your website soon. So how do you go about that? Like, what's that process look like?
Process is, so number 1, planning is key. So the reason why this was able to come to fruition was thorough planning. So planning your budget, making sure you understand the areas that you're gonna need, and then creating a process for that budget, or creating a process for whatever you have. So for us, the process is really key, and plus because everybody that's within TYLV clothing that is working for free. So creating other incentives on how to manage the social media, right? So the DMs is crazy, right? Obviously, if you're moving units, the DM process is crazy. So what I did was create a process of how to order it, and something that we can follow. I'm big on Excels, I'm big on communication, I'm big on processes. So how we built that with the team, we were able to find a process that works for us and then manage it that way. Not only do we sell on social media, we also sell at pop-ups, which bring a lot of money as well. Pop-ups is key because people can actually see the shirts on people, and so a lot of the workers end up wearing the shirts. And so our community is very like, hey, why does everybody have these shirts on? I need one as well, and leveraging that. So I think that, and then also we're really big in the community, so we know a lot of the people that are influencers, and they like our stuff, they wear the stuff, other people end up wanting it, and a lot of us are influencers in the community as well, so it becomes easier.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Welcome to my hoodie. Well, it's not a hoodie, it's a sweater. But, it's not too bad. What do you guys think of it?
Who is that?
It's our one and only John Santos. This
Nice.
is from a screenshot of a music video he was in. And I was trying to find inspiration online, and I was looking at different pop art, and none of it was really hitting with me. And I saw that Marilyn Monroe one.
It's giving Andy Warhol.
Yeah, exactly. It was like the Andy Warhol Marilyn Monroe, and I was like, let's do Johnny. So I figured it worked out. This was like a t-shirt on top of his head, but after all the stages I went through in the design, it kind of just turned into his crazy hair.
Where was he at, or what photo did that come from? Or I never seen John look like that.
So no, he was in a music video, and this is everything. This is an actual photo that I did the design on top of and everything.
That
so
is
I just
dope.
wanted to turn it into a different, something different. But my budget was only $10, and so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, Like, what do I even do? And then I thought back to my high school days, and this is something that we actually did. We would design like 3 stencils in Photoshop, cut them out, and then like spray paint on top of them. And I actually made a lot of money doing that for a certain cause. But and at first I was gonna do a T-shirt, so I went to Goodwill because on Saturdays they do half off. So their $4 shirts now turned into $2 shirts, and that's like a big percentage of my budget. So I was like, definitely Goodwill on a Saturday. We went. I found a cool blank. It was like a Champion blank, and it had like the logo right here, and I liked it, so I picked it out. But I slept on it, and the logo wasn't giving me like professional, or it wasn't really giving me what I wanted. It was like way too branded of like the company that I didn't have anything to do with. So I was like, well, you know, we are in the fashion district. We are around a lot of clothing manufacturers. I know that they throw out a lot of reject garments and stuff like that. So I'm like, let's see if we can find some reject garments. Jumped in a dumpster and actually found, oh yeah, the dumpster diving in Vegas is really
You really
good.
no, you really went into a trash can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Roll the footage.
yeah, people were watching me. Yeah, you can check the footage. No, people were watching me in the dumpster and everything, but you know what? I owned it. And I ended up finding a couple things. I found some sublimated fabric that I wanted to use for a pocket, but ran out of time. I found the cardboard construction paper stuff I used for my stencil. And I also found this bad boy right here. Honestly, we I know the processes that they have in there. I know their quality control is really strict. So this stuff does end up in the recycling. I found it along with a couple other T-shirts. There was like different colors. Some had like stretched collars. Some had like threads that were really like missing, or like things just weren't like lined up correctly. So this was the best thing I could find.
I guess for a $10 budget, that's actually amazing.
Wow, that's
Get
incredible.
this. I've spent $4, and that was on 4 bottles of paint. They were $1 a piece at the dollar store. Everything else was free.
Wow.
Everything else was free. And we even applied the paint with a sponge. Thank you for your help, Christy. Nice. But the downside was it took all day to make.
Yeah.
It took all day. And I would just go about my day, I have to come back, check on it, do a layer, and then leave. So like there's no way that this is like scalable, or like no way you're really like doing mass production of this kind of stuff. And they're not even gonna look the same if you make another one.
So if you had to, and you were thinking about scaling, and you were like, you know what, I love doing this, you really enjoy it. Obviously you had to make everything more efficient, but if you could push your brain to think of a way that you could possibly scale doing something like that, would you do custom design pieces for particular people? How would you go about it?
So I would probably build the height. I would take this one garment, and I do work with a lot of influencers. I know a lot of influencers just through being a video guy. So I would probably supply that with somebody I know that has a big following, and then offer the other T-shirts as print on demand. So give the print on demand, place my design, and have it listed on a website or something. And whoever I provide these garments with, I would have them like shout it out and give the people like a way to order theirs.
Dope. And what would you price it at for that market?
This one is priceless.
Yeah.
But if I were to sell it, I would give it to you for $100.
$100.
I actually want to buy it, but I don't know about $100.
Well, because you know it came from the.
It has my husband's face on it.
Oh yeah, this does a 120.
What message does this have for you?
So he laughs, but I think that is what my message is, don't take anything too seriously. There's always an angle of fun and something. You can always have a good time with it. I decided to match it with my tropical shorts,
Yeah.
And it's just like, this was a time that I'm sure Johnny was letting loose when he was doing his music video, and it's just kind of like, hey, don't forget to have fun,
Yeah. And then I was thinking John Santos' face on a $10 shirt. It's like that.
From the ground up,
captures
man.
his spirit.
So when I look at this shirt, I see John going, I made you do this in the $10 shirt. I'm sorry. All right, great job, man. I just think it's amazing work. I know you put a lot of effort into it. I saw you back and forth, going over over the different presses or painting and everything you did. I mean, you went all out, man. So great job, man.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome job.
Talk to you.
All right, guys, so we got to see everybody's product. We got to see what everybody came up with. So what are you guys thinking?
Well, first of all, I think like for such a short amount of time and $10, $50, and $200, like that was incredible. Like, and they're very talented people, all three of them, and the products they made is really from nothing to something. Basically, I think that each of them had their different strong points, but I guess we got to break it out into the different categories to find out who's the actual winner.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for participating
One more round
in
of
the
applause.
challenge, the Nothing to Something challenge. You guys all did incredible jobs. We loved hearing about the stories. We loved hearing about your process and how you designed it, how you brought your designs to life. And so now it is time to deliver who is going to win this competition, guys. So we had 4 different criterias that we used to judge basically this whole process. The first one was the messaging. The second one is going to be creativity. The third one is resourcefulness. So how did you use your money and did you use it in a resourceful way?
And then your scalability on the product.
So how are you going to bring this to the masses?
Oh, gosh.
She's
like, can I phone a friend? Yeah.
Because that's obviously like the goal here is to build brands that you could actually make a living off of and support a team and communities and things like that. So
From nothing to something.
yes. So for the first category, which is the messaging, we were kind of talking, and obviously all of you guys have very strong messaging.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and say,
Okay.
in that category, the winner of the who had the most best messaging, in my opinion, in our opinion, was Agati.
Yeah.
Very well done. It was very well crafted, how it came across on the clothes, as well as how you delivered it, as well as your lifestyle. All of it comes together to be very powerful.
It was very powerful. You tied it in. It's kind of like how you said earlier, you were telling a story, even down to the shorts. You were saying it represents like your guys' strength and everything. So that was great.
Thank you.
Yes.
We want to commend you too for all that you do for your community.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all very
And we know, and I'll say one more thing on that. We know how important it is to bring attention and awareness to what's going on in Tigidai, and you're taking that on in your lifestyle. So we commend you for it.
And thank you guys for that.
Yep. So next up is going to be creativity and design. And in that department, we're going to have to give a nod to our boy Cody over here.
Okay.
The process, put it together. Man,
The fact that you made your screens by hand and you used sponges, he had $10. You guys. $10.
We don't know if you guys know this or not, but from the ground up budget, not the greatest right now. So, you did amazing, man. The way that came together and how you put it on the shirt, very well
Thank
done.
you.
Man.
I knew I had to hit it differently from everybody else, so I'm glad it went.
Yeah.
That's Johnny. That's Johnny.
This is John.
Oh,
John
man.
Santos. So, great job, Cody.
Yes. Now, when it comes to resourcefulness, this was how you spent your money, how you used everything that you have access to in order to bring your design to life. So we gave this portion to Melissa. She not only did the graphic design herself, she printed it herself. You used everything that you could to make the packaging very presentable. So,
and not only that, I think it's just that you do have access to, you created some kind of a printing company, but outside of that, you had a very short time window, and you work as well, and you came through with a design that was meant for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And it's coming up pretty soon, and so you were under the gun and you made it happen. So resourceful.
maybe we should eliminate people.
Whoa!
mentioned scalability, so this covers a lot of things across the ground, and one main thing that we realized between the three of you is time management is going to be something really important. Somebody like Melissa, who has a job and runs a business and all sorts of things, you might not necessarily have so much time to devote to a design, creating it, printing it. So with that key factor in mind, we're going to have to eliminate Cody. Just
Sorry.
Oh,
Not
no.
the person who had the legs.
Let us explain. You had a very creative approach, but with that, you had such a small budget that you had to work with, and with the painting that you had to use, you kind of mentioned earlier that it's very time consuming and just not realistic for somebody trying to push out consistent product.
It took all day to make one sweater.
But you killed it. You did great.
Thanks,
One thing that we have to understand is how would this product kind of expand out to have more of maybe a global, universal, say, approach or reach. And both of you did well in that arena. Just looking at the ability to have a message that resonates with everyone, even on a global or a wider reach. Both of you did an excellent job in that arena, but we do believe that Melissa is able to have a little bit more of an expansive one. So with that being the case, Ghazi, you are eliminated, and so that is. So, and the reason why, and let me be more clear about this, is that this is the deal, is that because that message of you are loved is able to have a very universal approach. And there's a little bit, while I do agree with what you're doing, that is a little bit of education that's needed, and it's going to take some time to massage that message and get it out there more. And hers is like immediate impact.
Mine's very niche, yours is very
expansive. So with that being, I think that being the main reasoning, that Ghazi, we're gonna have to. But if you guys have something that you guys want to give to Ghazi, can we give him his kudos on the way out?
Yes, we just want to say we adore your message. Like, we adore your cause. Like, you're doing amazing things. We know we're gonna see so much more, and
also I think that on a day-to-day life, this has to be said.
Yeah.
This man stands up for what he believes in every single day. On his Instagram, everywhere he goes, he always talking about TYLV, which is Tigray Youth Las Vegas. He always puts on for what he believes in. So you have to respect anybody that goes to the mat for what they actually believe in, and Ghazi does it every day.
Yes.
So let's give him a love for that.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah.
So we have something for you. It's not over yet.
Okay.
It's not over yet. So for the wonderful Melissa and for You Are Loved, we want to show you are loved. So we actually have a gift for you, a prize that we made. So this here is a lifetime subscription to the From the Ground Up Academy.
Oh, snaps! Look at that!
So if you can hold that up to the camera real quick.
This way.
So there it is, obstacle illusion that's made out to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
From the ground up for the From the Nothing to Something challenge. Okay, we have one more gift.
Are you guys ready? One more gift?
You thought it was over.
Woo.
We want to show you your love, not light.
Love.
So we got another gift for you. Here we go. So to Obstacle Illusion, you also have a 1-year subscription for this brand to Shopify. And
what?
It's from the ground up. That's for you. So hold that up to the camera. Let everybody see that. Yeah. Make it happen. All right.
Okay, that is a real reaction. That's amazing.
Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We may have selected a winner in-house, but now it's time for you guys to vote for the People's Champ. Make sure you guys head on over to the community poll right now and leave your vote for which brand you think won. In a future video, we're going to be announcing that winner, and we're going to be revealing the prize that they get, as well as giving you guys some information on how you can join. But to stay in touch and get all of our latest updates in real time, make sure you guys join the Discord group, which is going to be linked right down below. Through there, you can connect with members of this community, share resources, education, and just get to learn from one another. And if you're still watching this video right now, huge shout outs to the commenter of the week, which is Victor. Victor, continue building and growing on your foundation, and you're going to go far. At 16 years old, it's going to be really quickly for you to scale up in terms of what you're doing with your life, as long as you stay committed and really stay focused on what you want to accomplish. And the brand that we want to highlight for this video is going to be Please Stand By. Make sure you guys go check out their Instagram. They got some really dope designs, and overall, the vision and the mission of that company is amazing. Check it out there, and we'll see you guys on the next video.